is something that I think a lot of parents, if you're watching right now, might want to listen a little closer. If you have trouble talking to your kids, maybe your teenagers specifically, you might be wondering, how could you be doing it better? Teen therapist and parenting expert Russell Hyken here this morning to talk to us about some of the common mistakes that parents are making. You spoke last night at Zionsville Church.
I did.
Now you're speaking to our viewers. I know as a parent, I'm like, okay, tell me, what do I need to know?
We know so many topics are sensitive with kids today that as parents we need to make sure that we're providing problem solutions and not problem creations.
Okay.
And I think
how do we do that?
We need to avoid certain things. The first one is that spontaneous discussion. You know, your child walks in the door from school and you say, hey, how's that English paper going? And it results in a negative situation. You get answers that don't answer the question. The move here is to say to your son, listen, why don't we talk about your paper after dinner, giving him time to prepare his response.
Good idea, because then it's not that just, you know, if they're agitated, they're tired, they're hungry.
You got it.
Okay.
They need a break. You know, the other thing that parents do, and I don't understand why we do this, is that we nag. And I don't,
Are you in that? But you know this. Do you still do it?
Oh, I still do it.
Okay.
And it's a bit what I like to call the parental psychotic delusion. You know, I've made that request 22 times, yet that 23rd time is going to be that's the charm. Yeah, that 23rd time.
Okay, so what, because I think I do that. I'm like, I've asked you, you know, I'm like, when are you going to do this? So is it how I'm asking it?
It's how you're asking it, and you really should only have to ask once if you ask correctly.
Okay.
So I'm a big believer in setting a time to talk with your son or daughter. Say, listen, we're going to talk about this. Fill in the time. Know what you want to say, and don't give them long-winded explanations of why you want something done. I want your room cleaned this weekend. How are we going to make that happen?
Ooh, I like that. Okay, give us some more. Give us some more. We still have a minute. Give me something else.
Well, great.
Yeah.
Well, you know, parental lecturing is one of my favorite things that I like to do with my boys. I like to give them lectures.
Parental lecturing that you like to do. Does it work for you?
No, it doesn't work. You know, it's interesting that we think that sharing advice and insight with our kids is going to make them change, that they're going to have this epiphany. They're going, wow, Dad is so correct. I'm going to go in my room, I'm going to think about it, and I'm going to do it. Here's the thing. Lecture your kids. It's okay. Watch the nonverbals to make sure that they're still with you, and know that in isolation, that's just not going to work. You need to have some other strategies. If you're trying to get good grades, you know, telling them that studying a lot is fine, but you also got to provide a structured environment for them to do that in, and do some other things to go along with it.
Okay, so Russell, if somebody says, you know what, I like what you have to say, I'd like to hear some more, how do they get in touch with you?
You can go to my website, which is ed-psy.com. You can Google Russell Hyken on the internet, and you can find me.
All right, and we'll have it linked up right there at fox59.com too. Links, look under them, and you can find more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jim?